Hi everybody, it's Wednesday again when I do a new little video for you. A couple of things today. I'm wearing the Gayre tartan. In Scotland it is spelled G-A-Y-R-E and in America G-A-Y, and the reason is pretty easy to figure out because actually it is pronounced not Gayre or gay, but gay. But Lieutenant Colonel Robert gave me this tartan. My friend Marty and I were in Scotland for the first time, and we spent the night. We were invited to spend the night at Menard Castle with Lieutenant Colonel and his family. And that was because I had corresponded for many, many years with Lieutenant Colonel while I was working on the genealogy. I still have trouble remembering to say but anyway, but this is the tartan, and you don't see it very often. It's not, I see it I maybe have seen it 2 or 3 times in all my years going to games. But that's what we're doing today. Do you know what a genealogist is? A genealogist is a person who must have the patience of Job, the curiosity of a cat, the stubbornness of a mule, the eyesight of an eagle, the luck of the Irish, and the ability and stamina of a camel to go long hours without food or drink. So if you are a genealogist or do genealogy, that's what you will, if you're not already, that's what you will become. Last week we talked a little bit about our bodies are our very best evidence, and we're going to do just a little bit more about that today. If you have been unable to prove or disprove an old family tale concerning Indian, that's Native American ancestry, there may be a solution. An extremely rare mutation of the Y chromosome may be a genetic marker unique to the people who migrated to the Americas some 30,000 years ago. Stanford University researchers, using a new method of scanning genetic changes, have found a mutation that in the sample exists only in Indian populations in North and South America and in Eskimo groups. The lead author of the Stanford research study says, in only one chromosome in all the world was there this change, and all Native Americans may be able to trace their heritage back to that genetic change. So, that old family tale may be true to a degree, but after you figure out what we're fixing to do, you will still have to prove to what tribe of American Indian you belong. Seeking the answer will involve a trip to your physician or optometrist and your dentist. The eyes of American Indians and blacks carry a melanin, that's pigmentation, peculiar to them. This is in the back of the eye on the retina. Using his light, your physician or optometrist or ophthalmologist can determine if the melanin is present. Your dentist can tell you if you do or do not have a Carabelli cusp on the maxillary first molars. Now, here's the do-it-at-home test, and you can do it right at home and do it yourself. You have to be able to count to 6. Okay. Counting from the center front of your upper teeth, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 tooth back here. That is your maxillary first molar. The cusp is present on those of strictly Western European origin, but missing on those of Asian or American Indian heritage. So, if you have a tooth is sort of square, or molars are, and they have 4 corners, and the Carabelli cusp has 5 corners. There are 5 corners on this tooth, and it's interesting to find out. However, I must warn you and must tell you that this works only if your teeth belong to you since birth. False teeth just don't count. There's another condition that we can have, and I suspect, and we'll talk about this one week, the Melangians. Have you ever heard of them? Well, no, let's wait. I'll save that. Let's talk about Dupuytren's contracture. If you are of Celtic or of Viking ancestry, you may have this. It's a condition in which your hands will just curl up loosely like this. Used to be it was a terrible thing to happen to you. However, today, if you have it, and President Ronald Reagan had it, he, I guess, had some Viking ancestry as well. But and I have it, and I'm 5 foot right now. But you can see my hand. There are little swollen places right here on the bottoms of my fingers. This is the beginning of Dupuytren's contracture. Today, if you have it, you can have it taken care of in a doctor's office in-house. But it's quite interesting. We'll talk some more next time about, we might do Melangians next time. That's a very interesting story. Well, I'll tell you the beginning of it now. Long time ago, there was a colony of English people on the coast of North Carolina. And there was a ship from England who was over on the west coast. And they had a whole load of people who at that time were political prisoners. Now, at that time, that could just mean that you didn't look like everybody else. But it was people from all parts of the continent in Europe, just every kind of person. And they were taking them back to England to be hung. Okay, the boat got over here and around North Carolina. And the English colonists who were there said they wanted to go home. Okay. Well, not room for everybody on the ship. So the captain of the ship said to his political prisoners, yes, he did, I'm going to put you off here, and I need for you to wait for me because I need to take the English people back to England, and I'll come back and get you. And you will stay here, won't you? And immediately all the fingers of everybody were crossed. And they said, mm-hmm. And before the ship was below the horizon, they had skedaddled over the mountains into the mountains of North Carolina, and then they spread lots of other places too, but the mountains. Right. And all of those people were of different ethnicities. They were from all over Europe. We'll talk about all of that next time. But those are the Melangians. And it's quite interesting. Hope you have a nice day, a nice week, a nice month. And remember, stay safe. The virus is still out there. Please stay safe and be careful. Oh, by the way, I do a publication, and it's called Beth's Newfangled Family Tree. And here's what you have to do in order to get it. Just go to this website, https://electricscotland.com/BNFT, and that will take you right to the paper. There's no charge. It's free. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next time, we hope. Bye.